going to run you through a stretching routine that will help improve your golf swing. Now, if you don't play golf, that's okay. This routine is actually great for everybody. It's designed to improve your twisting ability so you have more power when you're swinging your golf club. So we're going to start down on the mat, and we're going to go into a hurdle stretch with one leg forward. My knee is right over this foot, and I'm going to push my hips forward. So I'm not going to let my body or my low back arch. Instead, I'm going to focus on squeezing the glutes and push my hips forward. So I'm going to be stretching the front part here of my leg. We're going to hold every position for 5 to 10 deep breaths. So if you're a little bit tighter, you'll hold it for longer. If you feel that 5 breaths is enough, then we'll move into the next stretch. The next part that we're going to do is, if you can, we're going to drop our hands to the inside of our leg. And we're going to hang out here for 5 deep breaths. Then we're going to raise one hand using the elbow on the inside of this leg and look up to the ceiling. So slowly make your way when you're coming up so that you don't fall backwards. Make sure that you still have balance and open up the chest. And then we're going to go to the other side. So place your hand down and twist and look up to the ceiling. Then we're going to come down, push ourselves up and straighten that front leg. I'm not going to sit on this foot here. I'm going to keep this in a straight line. And you can use foam blocks if you don't have the flexibility, but I'm thinking of bringing my belly button towards my knee so my low back stays straight as possible. If I have my foot flexed, I'm going to feel more of a stretch in your calf, or you can point your toes and get a little bit of a stretch in the front here. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Starting with a step forward, with my knee stacked over my foot, staying upright and squeezing my glutes forward, holding this for 5 breaths. And then we're going to drop the hands to the inside of the leg. Stay down here for another few breaths. And now the left hand goes up to the ceiling and we look up. And switching sides. Going up with the right and really reaching up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to come on up and straighten that front leg for the hamstring and calf stretch. And you can point and flex here if you decide to. Or just hold it. And we're going to move on to the next stretch. So the next stretch we're going to do, you have 2 options. You could either have one leg straight and one leg bent, or you can bend both. So the straight leg is the easier version, where I cross my leg over and give it a hug. I'm going to do the advanced version, where my front leg is bent and straight in front of me here. I'm going to cross over. You can either hug here, and you want to keep both hip bones on the floor, or I can twist further, putting my elbow on that knee and turning away. Try to keep your posture upright and breathe through the stretch. and then we slowly release, and we're gonna go to the other side. So crossing that leg over, make sure both your glutes are on the floor, and go in for the twist. Now we're going to move on to stretching some parts of the upper body. We're going to be sitting on our knees. We're going to start with something called a thread the needle. So I'm going to show you from the front. I'm going to be bringing one arm across my chest while keeping my shoulder down and having one arm straight up like this while I'm in child's pose. So we want to keep our shoulders square to the mat as much as possible. So I bring my arm through, keep my shoulder down, and relax in this position. You should be feeling the stretch through your shoulder over here. And when you're ready, you switch sides. We're going to move to our second last stretch of this routine. We're going to be laying on our stomach. We're going to have our arm out at a 90-degree bend to our side, and we're going to turn towards the bent arm, like so. Make sure you do both sides. And the very last stretch of this sequence, we're just going to open up our chest a little bit so that we don't create any imbalances in flexibility from the front to the back of the body. You're going to clasp your hands like this or like this, whichever works for you. Push your shoulders down and open up your chest. Look up to the ceiling. I would recommend doing this routine maybe a couple times a week to start out, and then as you get better and more flexible, you can progress the stretches. If you have any questions or comments, please comment in the comment section below, and subscribe to our channel if you found the video helpful. Thank you. Enjoy your day and have fun.